Do you actually condemn the actual act of killing an American citizen protesting, the aggression of, let's say, the Israeli occupation army? Do you condemn the act of the killing itself? Do you condemn that act?
Let's just be very clear. Of course, we would condemn the death. The death of any American citizen is heartbreaking. But let's be just very precise and clear that I am not going to speculate on what transpired on Friday, as those facts and those processes are still being determined and adjudicated, and we're going to let that process play out. It is troubling. It is tragic, and it certainly there is a responsibility here to share as much information as possible, so that Miss IG's family has the most appropriate accounting of what exactly transpired and what happened here. But Saeed, there is a process, and I'm just not going to get ahead of that. And I will, I'm not going to speak on behalf of our partners in Israel.
So actually condemn the rather than
exactly
the of the kid, so to speak.
Yes. This is a point that has been in my head, because everyone's like, oh, well, they care now because, an American was killed. And I'm like, they would care if an American was killed by Hamas. But if an American is killed by Israel, we don't know. We don't know what happened. But when Israel says that Hamas killed one of the hostages that was recently found, we strongly condemn this. We are bringing charges of murder against Yahya Sinwar because of the hostages. Like, fuck off.
So, again, I'm not sure I fully comprehend what you're asking, but let me just be pretty clear about this. In this context, in any context, to this government, to this State Department,
yeah, so Soul Life on YouTube says they would have done a U.S. airstrike if Hamas had done the murder. And then Raven on Twitch says, yeah, we are ready to stretch like a cat when it comes to Muslims supposedly doing something, but when it comes to Israel, quote, we don't want to speculate. Excellent points from chat.
American citizen is an American citizen. A blue passport holder is a blue passport holder. Whether they are a Palestinian American citizen, a Turkish American citizen, an Israeli American citizen,
but if they're killed by Israel, then Israel has to investigate. But if this happens anywhere else in the world, it's immediately condemned.
The front part of that nomenclature is not nearly as important to us as the second half, and the fact that an American citizen is an American citizen, and we take the safety and security of American citizens incredibly seriously. It is. We spend a lot of time up here talking about foreign policy priorities and national security and our hopes for the world when it comes to foreign policy priorities. But I will tell you that for Secretary Blinken, for President Biden, there is nothing more important than the safety and security of American citizens.
Yeah, by saying that blue passport holders are blue passport holders, that that is a clear admission that some lives are more valued than others, not that every life matters and every death matters. Every murder needs to be if they're an American citizen, they're that's our highest priority. And the government's job in its own mind is to protect the American citizen. It doesn't do that, but I can see why that's their stated goal. But yeah, if we've seen for the last year, 1,200 Israeli lives matter, to more than 50, 60, 70,000 Palestinians.